Check out what's trending in this week's Afro here on The Rundown. Welcome to The Rundown, sponsored by Be Inspired Global Media. I'm your host, Micha Green, and here are this week's trending stories. In national news, well, summer might have arrived, but the COVID-19 crisis hasn't gone anywhere. In fact, some states that have already reopened are starting to see a surge in new cases. Florida, Arizona, and Texas have reached record high numbers in new cases, and more states are expected to have an uptick as weeks progress. Despite the uptick, many major cities and states are continuing to reopen in phases. Also making national headlines is Quaker Oats, which is acknowledging their racist past by changing the name and logo of Aunt Jemima. The name Aunt Jemima is based off the old minstrel song, Old Aunt Jemima. The original logo was created in 1890 and was based off of a former slave, Nancy Green, who was said to be a storyteller, cook, and missionary. In the brand's 130 years, Aunt Jemima has had her fair share of changes, ultimately leading to the removal of the scarf and mammy-like look. However, in the wake of the nationwide and international protests against racism, Quaker Oats announced a full change. Hours after Quaker Oats' announcement, Mars Inc., the parent company of Uncle Ben's, also said that now is a time for change of their brand, but didn't go into details of their change exactly. But you know the Afro will keep you up to date. In Baltimore news, Speaker of the House Adrian Jones is calling on Governor Hogan to implement sweeping policing policies. This comes after national outrage regarding police brutality, particularly after recent viral videos capturing police killing Black people. In DC news, congressional leaders announced that the fight for DC statehood makes its way to the House floor on June 26. The bill is expected to pass in the House, but not in the majority Republican Senate. If passed and becomes a law, DC would become the 51st state, have equal representation in Congress and the Senate, and be named the Washington Douglas Commonwealth. Finally, last but certainly not least, happy Juneteenth, Black folks! We're celebrating liberation and freedom. Despite the pain of continued racism, we're still here. Go to afro.com to check out all of our stories, or just subscribe to the website for instant access. And don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to the Be Inspired Global Media YouTube channel for more content sponsored by the Afro. I'm your host, Micha Green, and make sure you tune into next week's edition of The Rundown.